Welcome to the final day of seasons MUL season 2. First up on field number 2 we have the Bombay Bantais versus the Cutting Chai. Thuhan versus Nikhil Pandey. To just familiarize with the format for the games today, the Bantais finished 4th and Cutting Chai finished 3rd, so they are participating in this eliminator match. The winner of this match will play the loser of the match happening on field number 1, which is Bomb Squad versus Icebreakers, who finished 2nd and 1st respectively, and the loser of this match will finish 4th in the standings. Hello Aditi, welcome to the commentary team.
Hi Nath, beautiful day. Think it's gonna rain?
Yeah, I think it's a few minutes away.
We're in Bombay, so it's bound to, I guess. But not too much wind at the moment.
Yeah, as we have the pull by Kenny. For the Bantais, we have Ansh, who's just called break, and Harsh Nisar, Khushi, Jigar, Arya, Karan, and Vaishnavi. And for Cutting Chai, we have Kenny, Shubham, Vikas, Ganna, that is Ganesh, Vidya, I think Kalpana, and Radhika.
And we see the hallmark Cutting Chai cup for their defense.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see if. Well, let's wait and watch. Good movement by the Bantais, but an unfortunate drop by Harsh. Cutting Chai gets possession in about halfway from the half line to the Bantais end zone.
Looks like Karan is staying behind. For Shubham, Kenny picks up the disc. Good movement there between Shubham and Kenny. Passes it back to... Who's that? Okay, that's an easy score. One sharp cut by Vikas and they have that. Cutting Chai opens 1-0.
And the leading assist, the person with the most number of assists in the tournament so far, Kenny, adds another one to his list. I think he was 10 ahead of the person ranked after him. So yeah, interesting statistics put up by Off-Season Ultimate on their Instagram page. I think by virtue of not being on Instagram, you're losing out on a bit of this information.
That's okay. I have you. And so do our listeners.
Right, so a break and a score by Cutting Chai to start off the game.
On that note, actually, everyone who isn't following the Instagram page already should be following it, so that you don't miss out on these tidbits.
Absolutely, and also follow the pages of the respective teams, where we put up interesting reels and videos of our performance, some pictures.
Okay, we see one deep shot. I think Karan is not able to get it. Kenny being great as deep. Shubham to Ganesh. Ganesh looks at the deep shot but decides against it. Shubham again on the sideline. It's not getting too many. Harsh tries to get it off Vidya, but good grab there. And Vidya looking to throw it back to Shubham. They're still trapped in the sideline here. Vaishnavi putting a tight mark. Vikas comes to help him out. Finally, they move it across the field, and there seems to be some contact between Kenny and Karan.
Karan had his hands up and I think he ran into Kenny, so it's probably some impact on his back. Sudden jerk. I don't think it'll be a contested foul for sure. Karan's explaining and apologizing. High five and they're back. They've managed to center the disc. Kenny looks for Vidya on the side line. Vidya to Kenny, and Kenny looks to add another to his tally, but it's just out of bounds and Vikas is unable to get it.
Yeah, the wind they're just picking it up a little suddenly. Vikas seemed like he was going to the right spot until just suddenly went out of his reach.
An air bounce.
Thanks for the terminology.
I think
Ganna directing the team to set up. They're going to go with the cup again. And I guess since the wind has picked up a little, seems like an ideal choice. Can see the cup, sort of Ganesh trying to make sure that the cup is 3 meters away from the handler. Sort of made sure that there is enough distance between the girls.
Ansh with the disc on the sideline. Collected from him. Back to Harsh. Harsh to Kushi. Kushi looks up to Jigar. Nice breakthrough. Ansh with the disc now. In between the stall count, Ganna directing the team. Ansh to Jigar, back to Ansh, back to Jigar. Quick 1-2s. Shubham blocks the next pass. Centers it a little to Harsh. Harsh to Kushi. Kushi also is in the top 3 in both assists and scores. I think she's the one with the most number of assists, and I think she's second or third in the tally with the number of scores. A nice scuba from Ansh to Harsh. Back to Jigar. 1-2 to Harsh. Harsh back to Ansh. There is Karan.
Can see Vaishnavi there who looks pretty free. I don't know if they'll be able to get the disc across to her. But they have Karan on the left corner of the end zone. They have Jigar at the beginning of on the right. And they have Vaishnavi to the left. Sorry. I mean, yeah, I guess the other way around.
Another violation as they reset.
A quick reset to Harsh behind the cup. Okay, this seems to be another
I think it's perhaps a double team call by Kushi. Vidya seems to be vehemently arguing that she seemed to be 3 meters away. I think Kushi now. Oh, Ganna with an excellent prediction and blocks the pass back to Ansh. Shubham with the disc to Kenny. Kenny looks long but does not throw eventually. To Kalpana. Kalpana looks back for Kenny, but I think there's too much crowd in there. To Shubham. Shubham to Kenny again. Kenny to Shubham.
Ganesh staying deep on this point. And there's the
Kenny with another assist to Vikas scoring both the points so far in this game.
with Kenny throwing him the last disc. Looks like they have a good chemistry going here.
Vikram fulfilling his role in the team.
Can see Tuhin here trying to motivate his team. You know, they're only 2 down, and like we know, 2 down is nothing in a game of Ultimate.
Absolutely, I think we've seen enough fight backs in the last season as well as this one. And the BANTAIS are capable. BANTAIS do have a very capable lineup with Kushi, Arya. I think perhaps they should look at that mismatch. While the BANTAIS are lining up, Kenny takes a quick jog to go and get a sip of water.
So for the BANTAIS, we have Jigar, Harsh, Ansh, Kushi, Arya, Vaishnavi and Karan. Haven't made any changes to the lineup as yet.
And similarly for the cutting chai, I think it's the same lineup. We have, oh no, there is one change. I think Kalpana has gone out. But we have Kenny, Vikas, Shubham, and Ganna with for a second I thought they said let's go DB, let's go, but that's not the case.
Okay.
Harsh with the disc, let's to Jigger on the sideline, back to Harsh, 1-2, 1-2,
Hasn't really
1-2. Quick movement by Bantais
Yeah,
to
some
make
really
sure.
quick handler movement. So the cup isn't really getting to set yet.
Vaishnavi with the disc. Vaishnavi looks for Karan, but it's a little long. I think Vikas had jumped to prevent Karan from getting to the disc. So I think Karan had come a little too far anyway, committed to that. Vaishnavi, if you're aware, Aditi, was just a spectator in the first game last
Yeah.
season, and she really enjoyed the sport and she picked it up.
Right
Was-
after.
Was allotted as a developmental player to the Icebreakers last year, so they get all the good players. But I think she's picked up really well over the past.
She's improved the game tremendously since that. Playing a lot better than a lot more experienced players.
Shubham looking for Ganna. Ganna has judged it beautifully as always. He's got options on both sides. He looks for Shubham. Shubham to Vikas for the third score. Well, at least we have a different person assisting him this time. But
But looks like Vikas is always at the right place at the right time. It's just piling those on, getting on top of the scoreboard for the most number of scores
in the day.
for the day.
Cutting Chai have a good strategy and they stick to it. And they managed to capitalize. 3-0. They managed to capitalize very well. There are some grumpies who are waving to us from the sidelines. Minty, Farhan and Chirag. Right, so we've got new people on the new boys on the line for Karin Chai. We've got Ashu on the line along with Shubham, Kenny, and one more person. Yeah, I think they haven't realized that they're one guy short. As people call out to Ganna. दूर रखना.
6 inches.
Oh, okay. In the meanwhile, the BANTAIS lineup hasn't changed at all. Playing the same lines, hoping that they get the break that they've been trying to get. Sorry, not the break, the score. Okay. Harsh to Ansh, trying to quickly move it up, but the cup seems to be formed now. Harsh sees himself trapped in the sideline. Gets a crash, but chooses to throw to Ansh instead.
Maulish is back for the Bantais. Maulish had a shoulder injury on the first day and he was unable to play for the 2 days after that.
There's Vaishnavi in the end zone, but it'll be interesting to see if she can. Kenny being a very threatening deep there.
Yeah, it's always a risky pass with somebody like Kenny in the end zone, as a deep, because in a blink of the eye, they'll reach the intended target before the disc.
Be interesting to see if BANTAIS can finally score on this opportunity. They're pretty close to the end zone right now, and this is actually the zone that they have dropped the disc like 3 times before now, 2 times. So.
Jiggle with a risky-looking hammer.
That was an unnecessary throw, I would think. DB, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's the nerves. I think being 3 points down, I think they're just...
High stall count throw as well.
And Jigger has shown that he's capable of sort of better, so I think it's just a bit unfortunate from the Bantais with the disc currently.
I think one of the most underestimated female players this MUL has been Vidya. She seems to have found the exact spots to be at, make those cuts to help her handlers.
Absolutely underrated. Um,
And such a powerful person on the cup. Like, she's been great on the cup with Ganna. Sure.
a lovely throw by Kenny, but just out of reach for Shubham. Ganna setting up the cup again as we have Poonam and Vidya joining him in the cup. Harsh to Jigar. Jigar looks for Ansh. Ansh to Kushi. Back to Ansh. Kushi with the disc again.
This handler line from BANTAIS has some great throws, I must say. They have all these high releases and like low releases, and they make all these throws look just so elegant and beautiful. For some reason, just not able to convert.
Ansh with the disc. Looks for Molish, and that's a score. It's good to see the Bantais get on the scorecard. 3-1.
BANTAIS must be relieved by that one.
Yes, cutting the difference back down to 2. We also welcome Purnima on the commentator's box or chair, so to speak. Hi, Purnima.
Hey everyone, hi.
Purnima plays for the West Coast Rascals.
And for the afterburners at MUL. So she's my teammate through and through.
Excited?
Hi Purnima.
Hey,
How's the day coming along?
Pretty good, I warmed up already.
Yeah, just watching this match is like warming you up, isn't it?
Yup.
Yeah.
Couple of sprints.
And now we finally see some change in the Bantais lineup. Looks like Tuhin, the team owner, has come in. And Maulik is sitting out this point. The female lineups also changed, right? There's Vaishnavi and Khushi I can see.
Yeah,
Who's the author? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. The Bantais, the cutting chair lineup remains more or less the same. Instead of Ganesh, we now have Ashu and Vidya and who are the other?
I think we got Honey as well as Radhika on the line for them. Kenny with the disc. Quick release for Shubham. We will look to center it. Vikas making a... Oh, and the cup been thrown by the Bantais. Tuhan Vaishnavi on the cup. Shubham with the disc currently strapped on the sideline. Vikas with the crash gets the disc to Ashu. Somebody, I think Vikas is called for a travel.
Tuhin's called it travel on Vikas. Again, the sideline trap.
They've made a lot of passes, but I don't think they've managed to move the disc up very much so far. A lot of horizontal movement, but not vertical. Ashu with the disc. On the sideline for Kenny. Bullets for Shubham. Again on the sideline. Vikas makes a cut. Kenny with the disc. And Shubham with the disc currently. Centers it to Vikas. Looks bad for Kenny. Kenny thinks about the long throw. Now to Vikas. Back to Kenny.
Some good go-to between Vikas and Kenny.
So these...
Karthik are not losing their patience. Very small throws, but like lots of them. And they've managed to keep possession, so that's good. Very close to the end zone now. Vikas and Shubham there. Just on the verge of scoring now.
Kenny with the disc.
See if they can convert this.
Vikas with yet another score. Why are we not surprised? 4-4. The cutting chai team extending their lead once again to 3 points. 4-1 is the current score. The Bantais seem to be a little dejected by this. I think they should keep their heads up. One thing that's surprising me, Aditi, is that what we've seen a lot of is Khushi to Arya passes in the end zone for Arya to score. But I haven't seen Arya sort of really enter the end zone so far, even when they've been right next to the end zone. She's playing a little, like she's playing more as a handler along with Khushi and Ansh, which is a little surprising. And I
Yeah.
think she will definitely have a mismatch if she moves towards the end zone. And
Maybe that's a strategy that they should try and implement. We see BANTAIS go back to their former lines.
yes, we have Jigar, Harsh, Arya, Khushi, Vaishnavi, Molish, and Ansh. And for cutting chai, we have Sanju making an appearance. Sanjeev from the West Coast Rascals, along with Vikas, Kenny, and Ganesh. And the women are Kalpana, Vidya, and I think Radhika. Ansh collects a disc. It's a lovely pull by Kenny, deepish in the end zone for Bantais. Jigar with the disc, releases it for Harsh. Harsh to Khushi. Khushi to Ansh. Ansh to Arya. Arya to Jigar.
Sanjeev doing a good job as short deep with Vikas and Sapna on wings.
Jigar with the disc. Looks for Ansh. Jigar 1-2s. Harsh with the disc. Releases it for Khushi. Jigar receives it in the center. Molish back to Jigar 1-2.
I'm surprised they haven't called fire yet. Cutting chair is still going with its cup. It's so close to the end zone. Not sure if that's the right strategy.
And an assist by Jigar to Vaishnavi as Bantai scored again to cut the lead back down to 2.
Yeah, Vaishnavi just patiently sitting there in the end zone, giving the cuts, waiting for the disc, just waiting for that right moment, and Jigar finally finds her in the end zone.
Cutting Chai actually has a lot of depth in their squad.
Yeah.
As we see them walking across, they've got a bunch of talented rascals in Sahu and Sahil and Vikram, Matthew, Rishabh from Storm Chasers, talented handler. We also have Rohan Vakil, who plays for his college team in the US, Syracuse.
Yeah, I haven't seen him around for MUL. Is this his first time? Or?
No, I think he's been on the sidelines.
Oh, okay, sorry. I just sound like a bitch.
No, I think you're right. I think he did miss 1 or 2 weekends, perhaps. Ansh with the pull. Nice deep pull. Shubham is letting it go out of bounds. Calls a break. Break is a spot between the receiving team's end zone and the half line. When the disc is pulled and goes out of bounds, the receiving team has an option to start the game play from the brick spot. And it may sound a little sort of cliched, but X marks the spot. Shubham with the disc. That's up for Ashu.
Ashu is a very nice, sharp, clean cut there. Ashu is another player who's improved so much in such a short time. It's astonishing.
Agree with that. Yeah, I think I quite enjoy watching Ashu play.
Yeah.
And as
We say that.
the commentator's curse kicks in,
I'm sorry.
and Ashu with the drop, quick 1-2 between Ansh and Harsh. Harsh pauses, gives it to Arya, who again is playing behind the handlers, or is playing as a handler. We don't have Khushi playing this point, so I understand that in this position. Harsh with the disc passes it to Ansh, centers it to Jigar. Jigar looks up. Tuhin looking dangerous in the end zone and catches it, and that's a score by the BANTAIS. They bring the lead down to 1, and now suddenly game on.
I mean, the game's always on, I think, with Ultimate. Like you said, it's never over till it's over. And I'm glad that the Bantais are not losing their morale and pushing.
Yeah, no, I think by that what I meant was, like the Bantais seemed a little dejected when they went down
Yeah.
4-1, but suddenly they've got a spring in their step. And,
Yeah.
they're all looking upbeat and they're looking positive, and that's a good sign.
So much of this game is just like mental strength, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like a lot of times, I think you can just tell by the way the players are walking up to the line whether they're going to win this point or not.
And what is your prediction for the Katinchai team?
Don't make me do these things, Nath. I've already cursed Rashu once, so don't want to jinx any more players on this line. Okay.
Alright, so Katinchai, we have Sanjeev, Shubham, Kenny asking for one more guy. I think they only have 6 guys on the line. Ashu back.
Woohoo! Rooting for him. And the women we have Vidya, Hia and Honey. Is that Honey?
Nice pull, I think, by Harsh this time around. We've got Karan, Ansh, Harsh, and Jigar, along with Khushi, Arya, and Vaishnavi. As our co-commentators leave for their match warm-up
Against you.
against us. But Kenny trapped on the sideline. Great defense by Ansh. But Shubham manages to get free and gets the disc. Oh, they did not attack the disc and they paid the price for it. And it's a break. It's a great defensive bid by Jigar. Harsh walking up to the disc, collecting it. Cool and collected. It's up to the sideline, being marked by Ashu. Sanjeev versus Karan will be interesting to see, but Karan gets it, and I think Bantais are in the lead now.
No, it's 4 all, right?
We'll check the score and get back to you.
Yeah. But great shot to the deep there. Sanjeev just misreading it a little bit.
My apologies. I have verified with the statistics team. They tell us that it's 4 all. Timeout being called by Katinchai. Right, for the Bantais we have Jigar, Arya, Khushi, Maulish, Ansh, Harsh and Vaishnavi. And for Katinchai we have Shubham, Vikas, Kenny, Ganesh, a very tired looking Vidya, and I think if I'm not mistaken it's Poonam and Radhika who are on the line. Vertical stack set up by Katinchai. Well, I thought it was a vertical stack, but Gadna and Vidya are more towards the sideline. Right, Shubham walks up to the brick mark with the disc, looks up. Kenny makes a run back into the handler zone. The disc to, I think, Radhika, who Makes a difficult catch look easy. Ooh, Vikas has successfully managed to throw Molish off. Oh, and a collision between two Katinchai members, Ganesh and Poonam, I think, as a result of which the disc is turned over. I think that may have been a stall out. I'm not sure. I didn't see the sign for it. But Ansh with the disc moves it to the other wing with Harsh being marked very closely by Kenny. And a great score by Arya. Harsh to Arya to make it 5-4 for the Bantais. And for the first time in the game, the Bantais have taken the lead. It'll be interesting to see how Katinchai responds to this, as the Bantais have taken 4 points in a row, putting up a very spirited performance. For this point, the Bantais have set up. We have Jigar, Tuhin, Ansh and Harsh, along with Kushi, Vaishnavi. And for Katinchai, we have Shubham, Ashu, Kenny, Vidya, Kalpana. And the fourth player is going to be Vikas. Fourth boy is going to be Vikas. Ganesh giving some instructions to the line. Trying to get them to buck up, I feel. Nice pull by Ansh. Goes to Vikas. Passes it to Shubham. Ashu with the disc currently. Gets to Vikas, but Tuhin is very close to him, marks him well. Turns and then gives it to Shubham. Oh, a layout by Kelly, but he's not able to get to the disc, and it's a turnover. Harsh with a loud yell to pump his team up. Not sure if he got a hand there. Couldn't quite make out from here, but I'm sure he did. This seems to just go a little further away from Kenny. Ansh with the disc. He looks to Hawk. It is not very high, and it bounces just in front of Kushi. A very difficult looking. Katinchai must be breathing a sigh of relief that they're not punished for their turnover. As Shubham walks up to the disc. Looks like it's going to be a repeat with Kenny possibly running deep again. Okay, Vikas is a doubt, gets the dump pass. Gives it to Kenny. Kenny's back in the handle line for now. Shubham with the disc. It's back to Vikas. Vikas looks for Shubham. Ansh and Vaishnavi go towards the disc but are unable to get to it before Shubham. Shubham looks for Ashu. Ashu to Kenny. Kenny is looking for Vidya, but will Vaishnavi get to it? Yes. It's a little bit of a hang time for the disc. Maybe it should have been a little flatter, but Vaishnavi with the disc now in their own end zone. She looks for a floaty pass, but that's a bit out of Harsh's reach. So it's an immediate turnover again from the Bantais. I think perhaps the Bantais can do with a bit of patience. I think they're Katinchai with Kenny walking up to the disc just outside the end zone, the sideline. Jigar marking him, forcing end line. Oh, and Shubham immediately gets it back. Oh, Shubham scores. Nice pass by Kenny, nice cut by Shubham, and they score. 5-all. It's an exciting match going on here between Katinchai and Bantais. I think some would have predicted that Karim Chai would have gotten away with this game quite easily, but the Bantais are putting up a very, very spirited fight. Right, for the Bantais, we have Kushi, Arya, and a person that I'm not quite sure, with Jigar, Ansh, Harsh, and Molish on the line. A brick will be called by Ansh. I'm not quite sure if somebody called a brick before they picked up the disc. But right, Karim Chai marking man now. They're not playing their cup. Harsh with the disc being marked by Kanna. He's about to Ansh being marked by Shubham. Jigar with the disc. Quick pass back to Ansh. Jigar being trapped on the sideline by Sanju. It's a nice cut by Ansh. I think Bantais will need to center this disc. There seems to be some sort of a call. Not sure if it's a pick or... Kenny giving instructions to the defense. Molish unmarked. Kenny with the disc. Molish puts it deep for Jigar. Sanjeev also goes for the disc. There is a... I think there was a travel call before that, so the disc anyway goes back. There was a bit of contact between Sanjeev and Jigar. We're still discussing it. I think Sanjeev would be saying that he was ahead of Jigar, so when he was going for the disc, he would not have seen Jigar coming in for the disc, and the contact could have... I think those two are still discussing it. Molish is currently with the disc. Right, Molish with the disc. Marked very closely by Kenny. Ganna putting in the pressure. And Sanju. And Ganna immediately releases the disc for Sanjeev. Kushi has perspective, but they're letting, I think, Molish and Sanjeev are just discussing it initially. Sanjeev in a couple of controversial calls. The call is retracted. Harsh with the disc. Ansh back to Harsh. A floaty pass to Jigar, and Sanju gets the defense on that point again. Molish is down on the ground and he seems like he's in a lot of pain. He's holding his ankle. May have landed awkwardly. Molish is. It's been rather unfortunate, I think, with him during this MUL. The shoulder injury first and now the ankle. Let's. Sanju discussing with Ganesh on right. Karan Chai on the sideline. Shubham with the disc, being marked by Karan. Gunnar makes a deep cut, but I think there's a call before that. Perhaps a pick. Kenny grabs the disc out of the air. Shubham with the disc. Sanju with the disc now. Nice cut by Sanjeev. In a crucial zone. Kenny slips but is immediately back up. Gets the disc from Sanjeev. Look for Shubham in the end zone and Shubham scores 6-5 to BANTAIS. Sorry, to Karan Chai. Sorry, 6-5 to Karan Chai. 6-5. No? Kenny and Shubham combining for that one. I think that's the half. We're about 40 minutes into the game, 42 minutes into the game. Match very interestingly poised at halftime, with Karan Chai leading 6-5 and a bit of seesaw as the Karan Chai jumped into an early 3-point lead 4-1 before the BANTAIS fought back and made it 5-4. Karan Chai then equalized and took the lead, so 6-5 up at halftime. Joker, Tuhin, the owner of BANTAIS, is inspiring his team, is giving a great pep talk. We will be back shortly.
वहाँ आ जाओ फिर ये लोग बोल रहे हैं क्या?
चेक करून घ्या करतो.
जबरदस्त मुकाबला होता हुआ बॉम्बे बंटाइज और कटिंग चाय के बीच में. कटिंग चाय 7-5 से लीड करते हुए एकदम नेक टू नेक मुकाबला चलता हुआ और ये पुल कटिंग चाय की तरफ से. और ये डीप पूरा देखना है कैच कर पाएंगे या नहीं यश यहाँ पे. करण सॉरी, और जबरदस्त हवा में उछलते हुए इसको पकड़ा है करण ने और काफी हवा चलती हुई यहाँ पर जिसकी वजह से टर्नओवर भी काफी हो रहे हैं. और आपस में काफी अच्छा तालमेल, लेकिन यहाँ पर देखना है आगे फील्ड में पकड़ा है या फील्ड के बाहर. सेवन 5 कभी कटिंग चाय आगे रहते हैं, कभी बम्बे बंटाइस. देखना है कहाँ पे ले जाके इस मैच को ख़त्म करते हैं. आपस में डिस्कशन करते हुए यहाँ पर और कॉल था आपस में मूव करते हुए बम्बई बंटाइस के खिलाड़ी जिसको और ये अच्छा थ्रो यहाँ पर पकड़ा है और इस तरीके से एक पॉइंट हासिल किया बम्बई बंटाइस ने और 7-6 स्कोर. दोनों मुकाबले काफ़ी दिलचस्प होते हुए बम्बई बंटाइस और कटिंग चाय के बीच में, और दूसरे फील्ड पे जो मुकाबला चल रहा है आइस ब्रेकर्स और बॉम्ब स्क्वाड के बीच में, वो भी एकदम नेक टू नेक मुकाबला चलता हुआ. तो इन अपनी टीम को लीड करते हुए यहाँ पर और गणेश यहाँ पर कॉल करते हुए लाइन। गणेश खुद लाइन पर आ गए हैं, जो कि बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण खिलाड़ी हैं कटिंग चाय के लिए, बरसों का एक्सपीरियंस। और ये पुल किया है कटिंग बॉम्बे बंटाइज ने और कैनी ने। और गणेश कैनी मूव करते हुए डिस्क को, और ये शुभम बहुत सुहाना मौत, और ये डीप फेंका है, आशु पकड़ पाते हैं या नहीं, और आसानी से आशु ने इसको पकड़ा और बहुत ही अच्छा स्कोर किया है। तो इस तरीके से 8-6 2 पॉइंट की लीड कटिंग चाय के पास। और हमारे दर्शक देखने वाले, अगर उनके कुछ क्वेश्चंस हो, कुछ प्रश्न हो जो कि हम आंसर कर सकें, एनी क्वेश्चंस आर व्यूवर्स? एक बहुत ही अच्छा कांटे का मुकाबला होता हुआ इस ये गेम जो चल रहा है बॉम्बे बंटाइस और कटिंग चाय के बीच में, इसमें से जो मैच जीतेगा वो खेलेगा मैच जो आइस ब्रेकर्स और वार्म स्क्वाड के बीच में जो मैच हारेगा उसमें से ये मैच होगा। और ये मैच जो चल रहा है बॉम्बे बंटाइस और कटिंग चाय का, इसमें से जो हार जाएगा वो टूर्नामेंट से बाहर हो जाएगा। और ये पुल किया है और एक अच्छा पुल, बहुत ही सुहाना मौसम यहाँ पर। और ये डीप फेंका देखना है यहाँ पर, करण कैच कर पाते नहीं, और बहुत ही अच्छा कैच किया अपनी हाइट का ज़बरदस्त फ़ायदा उठाते हुए यहाँ पर करण। करण, मैंने उनका नाम रखा है ऑस्ट्रिच। कांटे की टक्कर होती हुई कटिंग चाय और बॉम्बे बंटाइस के बीच में। और हल्की हल्की बूंदाबांदी होती हुई यहाँ पर, हल्की हल्की। मौसम बहुत सुहाना है यहाँ पर। एक बहुत ही कांटे का मुकाबला, 8-7। और ये पुल किया यहाँ पर बॉम्बे बंटाइस ने। कटिंग चाय एक अच्छा गेम, कैनी के हाथों में डिस्क और कॉल हुआ यहाँ पर। कैनी डिस्क, और ये डीप नहीं फेंकेंगे। और बहुत ही अच्छा थ्रो करते हुए यहाँ पर आपस में कैनी, जो कि बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण खिलाड़ी है। और देखना इसको पकड़ पाएंगे आशु या नहीं। और बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त कैच किया एंड जोन में, लेकिन कुछ कॉल हुआ यहाँ पर आशु और बम्बई बंटाइस के खिलाड़ियों के बीच में। बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण, बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट मैच होता हुआ यहाँ पर बम्बई बंटाइस और कटिंग चाय के बीच में। जो भी ये मैच हारता है वो टूर्नामेंट से बाहर हो जाएगा। तो एक एक पॉइंट इम्पॉर्टेंट है दोनों टीम के लिए। इसी की वजह से पॉइंट आप देखेंगे तो 8-7 एक एक पॉइंट के लिए जो है ना यहाँ पर पूरी मेहनत कर रहे हैं। एक एक पॉइंट नहीं देना चाह रहे हैं किसी एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट अपोजिट टीम को। कॉल आई थिंक कॉल शुड बी रिजॉल्व विद इन 30 सेकेंड्स, लेकिन काफ़ी वक्त लगा रहे हैं यहाँ पर दोनों खिलाड़ी पर्सपेक्टिव लेते हुए करण से। कैनी के हाथों में डिस्क वापस है और स्टार्ट करते हुए कैनी कैनी मूव करते हुए डिस्क को, और कॉल कैनी की तरफ से। पर्सपेक्टिव देते हुए गणेश यहाँ पर। और आपस में मूव थे। एक अच्छा पॉइंट यहाँ पर हासिल किया बम्बई ये अपना कटिंग चाय ने। नाइन 7 2 पॉइंट की लीड यहाँ पर कटिंग चाय के पास। पिछले कुछ मैचेस काफ़ी अच्छा खेला है यहाँ पर कटिंग चाय ने, काफ़ी अच्छा कमबैक किया है। काफ़ी मेहनत है यहाँ पर उनके सीनियर खिलाड़ी गणेश की, जो कि अपनी टीम को संभाल के रखा है। गणेश लाइन कॉल करते हुए और पुल किया यहाँ पर, एक अच्छा पुल। और डीप फेंका यहाँ पर, देखना है करण पकड़ पाएंगे या नहीं यहाँ पर। और बहुत ही अच्छा, बहुत ही अच्छा कैच करण ने। अपनी हाइट का भरपूर फ़ायदा उठाया पूरे टूर्नामेंट में। इनफैक्ट फर्स्ट एमयूएल में भी बहुत अच्छा खेले थे करण और अपनी हाइट का पूरा फ़ायदा उठाया था। इस एमयूएल में भी अपनी हाइट का पूरा फ़ायदा उठाते हुए बहुत कांटे की टक्कर चलती हुई 8-9-8 एक ही पॉइंट की लीड है यहाँ पर अभी कटिंग चाय के पास। और टाइम मेरे ख्याल से 12 मिनट बाद बाकी हैं। देखना है किस पलड़े में ये मैच जाता है, कुछ कहा नहीं जा सकता। एकदम कांटे की टक्कर होती हुई यहाँ पर कटिंग चाय और बॉम्बे बंटाइस के बीच में। बॉम्बे बंटाइस के ओनर हैं तुहिन और कटिंग चाय के ओनर हैं निखिल पांडे। पांडे जी मेरे ख्याल से वो लाइव देख रहे होंगे शायद मैच, फिलहाल मुंबई में मौजूद नहीं है वो। नाइन 8 कटिंग चाय 1 पॉइंट से लीड करते हुए। और आपस में मूव करते हुए डिस्को। टर्न ओवर हुआ यहाँ पर। थोड़ा यहाँ पर विंडी सिचुएशन है, यहाँ पर विंड काफ़ी बह रही है, हवा काफ़ी बह रही है, उसकी वजह से काफ़ी टर्न ओवर हो रहा है यहाँ पर। और ये डीप फेंका है, देखना है करण इसको पकड़ पाएंगे या नहीं, लेकिन कैनी ने एक डिफेंस किया यहाँ पर डी और मूव करते हुए डिस्को 1-2-1 खेलते हुए कटिंग चाय के खिलाड़ी आपस में। आशु के हाथ में डिस्क, एक अच्छा तालमेल यहाँ पर। मोरे लो रिलीज किया कर यहाँ पर कैनी ने, और अच्छा थ्रो यहाँ पर और ज़बरदस्त पॉइंट हासिल किया यहाँ पर। कॉल आपस में कुछ कॉल किया है बम्बई बंटाइस ने। वन टू वन खेलते हुए यहाँ पर। आशु के हाथ में डिस्क, और एक शानदार पॉइंट हासिल किया यहाँ पर कटिंग चाय ने। तो इस तरीके से 2 पॉइंट की लीड हुई यहाँ पर कटिंग चाय की। बहुत ही अच्छी समझदारी के साथ खेलते हुए पर कटिंग चाय के खिलाड़ी कोई भी मौका नहीं दे रहे हैं टर्नओवर करने का। शॉर्ट पासेस खेल रहे हैं, लॉन्ग पासेस नहीं दे रहे हैं, क्योंकि हवा बह रही है जिसकी वजह से डिस्क कभी बाहर चली जाती है। तो बहुत ही अच्छा यहाँ पर तालमेल आपस में कटिंग चाय के खिलाड़ी। बहुत ही कांटे की टक्कर चलती हुई। हमारे देखने वालों को क्या लगता है कि ये मैच किस तरफ जाएगा? कोई बता सकता है ये मैच कौन जीतेगा? आपको क्या लगता है? जितने भी लोग लाइव देख रहे हैं, कोई प्रेडिक्ट कर सकता है कि ये मैच कौन जीतने वाला है? कैन यू प्रेडिक्ट हु इज गोइंग टू विन दिस मैच? एनीबॉडी? तो इन अपनी टीम का हौसला बढ़ाते हुए गणेश अपने खिलाड़ियों को समझाते हुए कि अगला पॉइंट किस तरीके से खेलना है, अपनी सीनियरिटी का बहुत ही योगदान देते हुए, जिस तरीके का एक्सपीरियंस है गणेश का, बहुत ही लंबा अरसा मुंबई अल्टीमेट को दिया है गणेश ने। और ये पुल किया यहाँ पर, फ्लोटी थ्रो, और ये डीप थ्रो किया है। करण देखना है पकड़ पाते हैं या नहीं इसको, और करण ने बहुत ही शानदार कैच किया यहाँ पर, बहुत ही शानदार पॉइंट। मेरे ख्याल से स्ट्रैटेजी भी यही है बम्बई बंटाइस की कि करण को यूटिलाइज किया जाए और डीप थ्रो किया जाए, और करण की हाइट इतनी है कि दूसरा कोई खिलाड़ी पहुंच ही नहीं पाता। अगर वो फ्लूटी थ्रो है, ऊपर की तरफ थ्रो है, तो उसका भरपूर इस्तेमाल किया है करण ने और बम्बई बंटाइस ने। तो इस तरीके से एक ही पॉइंट की लीड है यहाँ पर कटिंग चाय के पास। और लगभग 5 मिनट बाकी हैं इस गेम को फिनिश होने में। समझदारी के साथ यहाँ पे आपस में कटिंग चाय और ट्रैवल कॉल किया है तुहिन ने यहाँ पर। और यहाँ पर कॉल हुआ है तुहिन और एक तरीके से एक और पॉइंट हासिल किया यहाँ पर कटिंग छाया ने। इस तरीके से 2 पॉइंट की लीड हासिल कर ली। तो इस मैच में से जो भी ये गेम जीत जाता है उसका गेम नेक्स्ट राउंड में या तो आइस ब्रेकर्स के साथ होगा या बॉम्ब स्क्वाड के साथ होगा। दोनों में से जो हारता है, आइस ब्रेकर्स या बॉम्ब स्क्वाड में से जो भी हारेगा उसका मैच, जो ये मैच चल रहा है कटिंग चाय और बम्बई बंटाइज के बीच में, जो जीतेगा उसके साथ मैच होगा। एक शानदार मैच होता हुआ, दोनों जो मैच हो रहे हैं बहुत शानदार कट टू कट, नेक टू नेक मैच हो रहे हैं। और पुल किया यहाँ पर ऋषभ ने। तो इस तरीके से कटिंग चाय ने ये मैच जीत लिया है। बहुत ही शानदार मैच। ये मैच कटिंग चाय ने जीता है और दूसरा मैच जो दूसरी फील्ड पे चल रहा है वो मैच आइस ब्रेकर्स ने जीत लिया है। तो अभी जो नेक्स्ट मैच होगा वो कटिंग चाय और बॉम्ब स्क्वाड के बीच में होगा। बहुत ही शानदार मैच हुआ यहाँ पर। तो हम आपसे कुछ देर के लिए विदा होते हैं और अगले मैच में मिलते हैं, अगले मैच में कमेंट्री के लिए। थैंक यू।
सेंटर में ज्यादा लोग चाहिए, सेंटर में लोग ज्यादा चाहिए।
Sideline, within the sidelines. Within the sidelines.
साइडलाइन है ये साइडलाइन है प्लीज गाइस।